They're simply shutting you down because they want your money. They want to take your money and they want it in the bank. See, a slave with money doesn't have to be a slave anymore, and he won't be a slave. And so when you lose your slaves, you got to figure out how to get more slaves, and you simply take their money from them. You simply put them back in a state where they have to beg for sustenance, and that's that. And these people are like, they're obsessed with money. Something about them, they want to count coins all day. They want to hoard everything. They think money's power. In reality, the people who have built these empires, we are not obsessed with money, and we are obsessed with hard work and discipline. Actually, that is indeed what has built nations. But obsession over money can definitely take over your nation and take over whatever you built with hard work. But they aren't coming after you because of this. They're coming after you because they just want money. They don't want you to have money. They want to shut you down. And it's probably pretty expensive for them to have all these servers open, have everyone on. One thing they have done is try to shut down and derail and back page everyone. And they're doing that, low-key. You don't know that. You have no idea. And they're silencing many of us, too, in the comments. I noticed all the mainstream has me censored. And it's like I didn't even go there. So how did they know to censor me? I don't know. But they're doing so much behind the scenes. It's just all about shutting you down and taking your money from you. That's the bottom line. It's not necessarily about gun control. It's not necessarily about drug control. Although, in reality, that's all about money as well. Taking guns away from slaves, taking guns away from citizens makes them slaves. Look at all other nations. Look at America. We're not slaves, or we weren't. And everyone else is a slave. And that's why people look up to us, too, because we have the right to take a gun and put a bullet in these criminals' heads when they take over. So, what are we going to do about it? Well, I don't care about these people. You know what? I've been watching them for a while. You guys, anyone who's new to this, supposedly many of you are new, and I'm sure many of you are going to be new, especially with this whole them popping up, wanting to get rid of everyone. This is going to sound pretty extreme, but I've already tried just educating everyone, and I've already tried thinking things through, and I've tried frightening these people so they would back down. But frightening them made them progress further and faster, which is a good thing too, because if we cause them to go faster than their plan allows, then the hype train they're on, the money train they're on, can go. Then those tracks they designed the money train to roll on can go. Then it'll derail the train as well, because it'll cause them to make mistakes and they'll have problems. So that works well. But what we need to do, it's going to sound extreme, put them in Gitmo. Get these media owners, put them in Gitmo. First of all, why put them in Gitmo? They know stuff. The people in control of this world know stuff they're not telling you. They're lying to you. They're hiding the truth about what's going on in this reality. They're hiding the truth about what's going on in your nation. And they're hiding the truth about what's going on in your backyard. But when you put them in Gitmo, see these boys in the military, they're gung-ho. I don't know if you've ever left your house if you live inside America, or if you've ever turned on the TV if you lived outside America, but these military boys are gung-ho. And they're going to fight for your freedom, as they're told they are. And you put some of these people in Gitmo, and these military boys will extract intel from them in like 5 minutes. These weak, pathetic fools who run this media break 5 minutes. I assure you. You probably don't even have to do anything. You probably don't even have to put the military in there. Go to Rikers Island, get Bubba, ask Bubba, who his favorite friends are there. Get Bubba's friends. Tell Bubba, hey, we're going to give you some sort of slight pardon. We need you to extract intel. We need you to deal with these people. Bubba will be like, sure. You take Bubba over there, put Bubba in Gitmo. Bubba ain't going to waterboard no one. Who cares what Bubba does? But Bubba will have these people banging on the cell wall, begging to spill the beans about what's really going on. And then we just seize their assets. We seize their, I mean, many of these people have been disseminating their cash to their families, to their children, to their wives, to their friends and families, and other business partners in other parts of the world. So, well, we chase those leads as well. We shut down, we seize all that money. We seize the media, but we gotta keep it free, and hopefully we can like recycle the media and put it back into the hands of people who want to be corporatists, and then put some sort of levers in place so the next people do that. There's already a SEAL team, 6, waiting in bay to come knock some heads. I mean, these media people, many of you aren't even involved in political stuff, but these media people are terrorists. They're controlling the wars. They're controlling your thoughts. They're behind George Soros, Haim Saban, CNN, ABC, NBC, ABC, Google, Facebook, MySpace. The MySpace is old. Let's just leave it out there. These people are all, they're behind a lot more than just taking your money from you. They're behind terrorism. They're behind hate. They're behind they're behind the anti-black media. And then they're pushing the pro-black media in ways it shouldn't go. Malcolm X and pals expose that. I mean, Professor Griff, Public Enemy, talked about that. They forced Public Enemy to kick him out of the band because he was taking up for Palestinians. And so he just continued talking about that. You get all these people who are telling you, what's going on. It's not about just them taking your money away. There's so much more to that, to the media owners, than just taking your money away. And that you can level all sorts of charges against them. You can level treason charges against the major corporations who run the media, like every one of them. We can find ways to levy insurgency, treason, subversion, espionage. I mean, there's petty crimes we can get them with too, but seriously, all you need is those charges, and you can put them away for a long, long time. But I think beyond all this, one of the important things is that we close in on Google really fast, and we close in on their offshore Alphabet corporation really fast, because it is going to sound really off base to those of you who are unaware, but they've been seizing military hardware. They've been seizing robotic military hardware, and these people are anti-human. So I believe their goal is to actually eventually turn this military hardware against you and everyone else. I mean, they're already using modern military against the Palestinians, the Iranians, the Syrians. They've used it against the Germans. They want to use it against the Koreans. They're obviously gearing up to use it against the Mexicans. Iraq. The list goes on and on, doesn't it? But there's a lot more going on than just your channel being shut down for one or two things you've done. And there's a lot we can do about it. There's very serious actions we can take against these people. And we can seize and repurpose this media, and we can make sure it's free and open. We necessarily don't even have to give it back out into corporatists. We could have an open and fair media that is government owned, but I wouldn't want to let them control it, that's for sure. I would make sure there's fair civilian groups controlling it, not like we have now. So, putting that out there, I mean, there's really not any other answers. Just sum it up. Get the military, go round these people up overnight who own these media outlets. I don't care what the military does. Turn a blind eye if they crack their heads while they're dragging them off, kicking and screaming in the night. I don't care. And did they care when they started defunding your media and all the hard work you put into it? Did they care when they started censoring people? Did they care when they started running propaganda to make people hate Koreans, to make people hate Palestinians, to make people hate Iranians, Iraqis. You can probably hear that, right? Anyway, it's all in here. They don't care. So why should you? But even if you don't want the military to go bust their heads as they drag them, kicking and screaming, they could just go put handcuffs on them and drag them, kicking and screaming. And hey, we could keep it legal by doing that too, but I think this Gitmo place was definitely developed for a purpose, and it wasn't developed for the Arab who can turn their entire system against them. And we can definitely extract intel. I mean, I don't even think we're going to have to do too much. I mean, these people are wusses. These people are pussies. They're going to come after fight channels, and that's, I mean, think how violent that is. Why haven't they already shut down fight channels? These people are wusses. They're going to be so scared once SEAL Team 6 comes knocking on their door that even the local freaking sheriff's department goes and knocks on their door. They just get rid of these people, deal with them properly, hit them with all sorts of charges. They'll never be able to escape prison sentences with treason, subversion, terrorism, genocide charges. I believe they're all in. I believe we could turn them over to the UN after we get them on treason, terrorism, and subversion. Turn them over to the UN, and the UN. I don't know. Do we want to deal with the UN? We can find a way to get genocide charges against them, because they've definitely been running genocide against other nations every 10 years or less. You know, they're killing off Gaddafi and all that. I mean, the media's all in play with it. In 9/11 truthers, like, who else is behind lying? The media. You know, Soros, you know, Saban, all of them. All the media oligarchs are behind it. Even in my city, there's Leslie Wexner. You never even heard of him. Yeah, people in my city have. You never, well, my old city. You never even heard of him, but he's behind the media war room. So you just deal with these people on a very, very high level, and people will be scared to ever interfere with our nation again. I mean, at least for a short period. The founders said, 20 years they expected to go back, and you have to have a new revelation. We can do what we got to do something. We can't just let these people shut everything down, develop military hardware, robotic military hardware that, and clearly look like they're coming after us. We got to deal with these people. So my plan is to just round them up, put them in Gitmo. Let the military decide how they'll extract information. Hell, and by the time the military gets their thought together, gets their little, forceps and hot irons together, or whatever it is they use, buckets of water, I think these people will all be spilling beans about stuff you never even knew existed. These people are weak as fuck. They've never been through anything. They've never had any hardship or anything. They're going to break instantly. So, see you guys on.